Are students aware of the physical dangers that can accompany the use of digital technology? How do students protect their technology in a digital society? How can students be taught to protect themselves and their equipment from harm? These are some of the questions I'll be answering on today's episode of Day 5 of the 2022 Digital Citizenship Week. I am Teacher Funke, your host on Top Fighters Academy for 2022 Digital Citizenship Week. We have two other elements of digital citizenship to be discussed in this session. We have digital health and wellness, and then we have digital security. Now to start with, what is digital health and wellness? Digital health and wellness is a proper use of technology to improve your psychosocial and physical well-being. You have ill health when your usage of technology affects your body, affects your mind, affect the way you interact or relate to people around you, affect even your academics or your what you do at a place of work. The same way we have ill health in our body that affects the way we do things, it affects our productivity at work. That same way ill or abnormal use of digital society can also affect everything we do in our lives, not just online but even our physical well-being. Talking about digital illness, and well-being has to do with your own body, how the use of technology gets to affect you. Take for instance, when you're sitting with your laptop, either your table is too high or too low. It's going to affect your body posture. It's going to give you backaches and the likes. Another thing is that when you use your mobile devices, your computer, when you're exposed to so much screen time, it gets to affect your sleep. You have sleeping difficulties. You get to have headaches as a result of the blue rays emitted. The blue rays that your screen, your gadget emits. That is why it's always advisable you either use the eye care feature on your devices or you opt in for an anti-blue ray glasses, and that's what I use. Some time ago last year I usually feel this sharp pain. I really find it difficult to sleep at night. I get this banging on my head, headache, until my husband had to bought an anti-blue ray glasses for me. So after then, I'm able to use my devices as long as I want to. So it's not advisable when you use your devices for a long period of time. It gets to affect your eye, it gets to have eye strain. I know one or two people right now that do not use glasses, do not use recommended glasses until after some time doctor has to prescribe recommended glasses for them. So if you don't want to get to that instant where you have to start using recommended glasses, I would advise that you quickly try and purchase anti-blue ray glasses. The truth is I sell anti-blue ray glasses, and that is by the way. So using all of these eye strains and the likes, another thing whereby we need to take note of is internet addiction. I once mentioned a boy who committed suicide due to the addictive behavior on social media. So for our young learners, they can be so addicted to the internet or to that technology that they no longer can relate to people around them. Some people, even when people are talking to them, they are still on the internet. Even though I've not gotten so much to that level where I can just I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect, but I'm working towards perfection. So you and I, so once we have that back of our mind, so we can achieve it. So internet addiction, let's watch out for that. Even as an adult, I'm still trying not to be so addicted that I cannot drop my phone for a few minutes. Some of us have gotten to that level. Another one is digital security for all of us. In this 5 days guide, we're using the ISTA standard when it comes to digital citizenship. So ISTA defines digital security as a precaution that all technology users must take to guarantee their personal safety and the security of their network. So students, teachers, everyone needs to learn how to protect their electronic data. And how can you do that? You use virus protection software. You also use you back up your files online. That is aside that, you can also use a double authentication method to protect your privacy, or to protect your account. Another way you can also to make sure that your files or your account is secured is when you're setting your password. Do not use password. Do not use your name, your surname, your birthday as password. If your telephone number, don't use them. It's advisable that when you're setting up your password, make use of capital letters, small letters, make use of numbers, digits, make use of symbols. All those are very, very essential when forming your password, so that scammers don't get to easily hack into your account. Teachers and parents also need to talk to their students, talk to their children about the dangers of providing information to anyone on the internet. Your personal details shouldn't be on the internet for everyone to see. Take for instance your home address, where your location at that particular time is very, very risky. Those are some of the private data you're not meant to be sharing online. And also ensure you always log out when you're using a public network. Probably you went to the cyber cafe to browse, log out, and when you're connected to a public Wi-Fi hotspot, always ensure you log out, because they can easily access your account. Lastly, I found this post by IST on the proper use of digital citizenship. It says, do you know if the kids in your life are successful digital citizens? So here are 5 ways to check. There's 5 ways to educate them on how to become digital citizens. Number 1, inclusive. The way they engage with others online with respect and an empathy. Those are the ways you can know if your kids are successful digital citizens. Number 2, inform. They evaluate the accuracy, perspective, and the validity of information. Don't forget, it's not every information online that is valid. It's not all of them that is authentic. We have so many fake news media out there. So let's get that at the back of our mind. And engage. How do they engage with technology? Do they use technology for civic engagement and to be a force for good, tech for good? And then balance. Do they prioritize their time and activities online and offline? That's where we have the media balance. You shouldn't allow technology or the internet or digital society to affect their social life, their academic life also. And then the last one is alert. They know how to be safe online and to create safe spaces for others. It's not online for you to know how to be safe, okay, personally, but do you know how can they create a safe online safe? Can they create a safe space for others online? And necessary, you can create a safe space for others online, even via what you post online in the online world, in the online community. So I believe these few days you've been able to understand what digital citizenship is and why it's needed at one point or the other in your classroom to introduce this to your learners. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you, and I believe that you've got value for your time. So if you want to know more on digital citizenship and how you can implement all of this in your class, it's just these sessions is just, like I said, it's an introductory aspect. There are more to this. So if you want to know more, don't forget you can always reach me on my social media handles at teacher Funke Akpan or at Top Fighters Academy, and then email also and a telephone number. You can always get that when you send a DM. Thanks once again for watching, for listening on these sessions. And lastly, if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so, because there are several other learning opportunities coming in very soon. Thank you once more. Thank you. I am teacher Funke Akpan. Bye.